Okay, dear student, today we are going to start the new chapter or chapter number 2, motion or motion in one dimension. So first we are going to discuss the definition of the motion, like what is motion. Here, definition of motion in the physics is given is motion which is change the position. Motion is the change in position of the object over time. What is the meaning of change in position of an object over time? Let's suppose we have object currently here, but after some time the object move or change the position from that point to this. So if the object move from one point to another point, so we can say the object is in motion, which because of changing the position. And the second definition, we can also say mathematically, we can describe or define the motion in different term. Like here the definition is given: motion is mathematically described in term of displacement, distance, velocity, acceleration, speed, and time. So these are the important terminology which can define or describe the motion mathematically. Like here the formula is used, unit is used, so which can clear the motion in physics very clearly and easily. So in next pages we can discuss the different types of motion we have in our life. Like here the name is mentioned, linear motion. So we can discuss shortly one by one. So after this we will start the most important part of this chapter, like distance, displacement, and so on. So what are the types of motion? Simple. Linear motion. Linear motion means straight line motion. For example, if the object move in a straight line horizontally or vertically. This is vertical, this is horizontal. This is called linear motion or straight line motion. The second one, projectile motion. You know better about the projectile motion. Projectile motion is also called two-dimensional motion. If the object follow the x-axis as well as y-axis, for example, if this object move, so it depend on x-axis or horizontal side as well as vertical side. So this is called two-dimensional motion or projectile motion. Circular motion mean when the object follow the circular path. Let's suppose if the object move in the circular or in this circle, so this is called circular motion. The next one is oscillatory motion. Oscillatory motion is also called vibratory motion. Or to and fro motion. For example, we can explain with the help of diagram. Let's suppose this is the simple pendulum. If I displace from here the pendulum from this position to this and release, so it will start the motion. So this motion is oscillatory motion or vibratory motion or to and fro motion. Different name is used for the this motion. The next one is elliptic motion. What is elliptic motion? Elliptic motion, it is not exactly like the circular motion. Its shape is different from circle. Usually, we can say that all the planet, if they move around the sun, so they follow the elliptic path, or this motion is called elliptic motion. Zigzag motion. What is zigzag motion? Zigzag motion, there are some object which they are followed like this path. This is called zigzag motion. So these are the different types of motion. So our focus in this different types is only or in this chapter we will discuss linear motion or straight line motion or one dimension motion. So there are some important terms which we discuss and study in this chapter, which describe the motion mathematically. The first one is distance, position, displacement, speed, velocity, average velocity, average simple acceleration, instantaneous velocity, and so on. So in this chapter we will discuss or cover these following things. Now we are going to discuss one by one. First, today we only study about these three things: distance, position, and displacement. So, let's see what is this. Okay, the first one, here I compare the distance and displacement. Why I compare? For example, in English, both of these words have same meaning. In Pashto or Dari, we can say fasila. So now, what is the difference between the distance and displacement in physics? Let's see. Okay, the first difference: the complete path traveled by an object or the longest way between the two places. This is called displacement. For example, let's see, we can clear these two things, distance and displacement, with the help of simple diagram. For example, if we have, let's suppose this is Mazar Sharif and this is Kabul. So there are two ways normally. The first way is straightforward, like if we go through with the help of aeroplane. So this is a straight path from Mazar Sharif to Kabul. The another way is on by road. So let's suppose, for example, like this types of path. So by road path, this is called distance, but straight path, I mean the shortest path, this is called displacement. So this is the main difference. I hope you understand from this diagram. So here also in the definition is given the longest way between the two places. Look at, this is the longest way. And here in the displacement we mentioned the minimum distance between this starting point and of the object in the final position. Like this is the starting point, this is the final position, and this is the minimum distance or minimum way. So this is called displacement. It's the second difference between these two. It is a scalar quantity, but it is a vector quantity. The unit of both distance and displacement is same. This meter and meter. The symbol, like normally we can use the following symbol for distance, like we can use x, we can use d sometime, we can use s sometime, but for the displacement we must use this delta, and also on the top of this symbol we can use also arrow, because it is a vector quantity. We can use delta s, this is called delta, this is delta x, this is delta y. So this delta means change. Okay, this is the difference between distance and displacement. Okay, in next page we are going to discuss the position. Like, what is position? Position mean like your current location. For example, we are now in the studio in at Ariana Afghan-Turk school. So my position is Ariana Afghan-Turk school studio. So here I also mentioned the example. In first, see the definition. What is the definition? Position is the place where someone or something is located. For example, let's see the example here. Like this side is positive number, we usually denote in this side. If the object move toward the left side, we denote from the negative number. So the object is on 4 and this object we give the name A. So the position of A is on 4. So in the next example, let's suppose this is the object B. In the position of object B is on number -3. So position means just it located the position or location. It's nothing, I mean nothing else. So here in the like definition again, let's see, position is a place where someone or something, like this is the object, something is located. And also it is a vector quantity, like we can usually use or denote from the x, which have a vector on the top, and its unit is also meter. In physics, position is usually a number on the x-axis. For example, this is the x-axis, this is the positive side of x-axis, and this is the negative x-axis. Usually we draw the x-axis notation to denote the position of an object. Okay, thank you so much for today's lecture. Hope you understand. If you have any questions, so you can ask. Thank you so much.